Spencer Lewis here for Inside Track TV. We're at Peterborough Speedway with the driver of the number 22 limited late model. It's Chase for the Colors weekend, and that means everybody, all eyes are on Chris Mitchell. And as the reigning and defending Autumn Colors Classic champion and being a Peterborough Speedway home track car, does that put added pressure on you to perform when invaders like Tom Walters and Andy Camerath and the like come to town?
There's no question. I mean, these guys are all top quality Ontario talent, right? If you talk about guys that are winning at other tracks or who's doing what or who's coming, they're always some of the first names that get mentioned. So for me, I mean, running the Peterborough, it is what it is, right? But I enjoy it a lot. It's close, 5 minutes from my house, and when the big guys show up, you know, we've proven before that we can run with the bigger talent when it's here. So I'm excited to run against these guys, and I'm glad they all came to make the show as good as it's going to be today.
Now, obviously, you don't have a lot of intel on how the car's performing today, but how has the hot rod been throughout the 2012 season, going back to the beginning of the year?
It's been okay. We've been boxed in a couple times now, and a lot of the other guys here have started to do a lot more homework. Mike McCall has helped me out quite a bit, starting to help some of these other guys as well. Dan McCaddy between me and Kelly Paulson this year. So now that guys are running, you know, I need to be by myself to get the best lap times I can get because I can use all of the track comp. So when these guys now get running, or they're in front of you, and you can run the same lap time as them on the outside, but they're just fast enough that makes it tough. So when they invert from the heats, you do well in your heats, then you go back in the feature, and you know, in 20 laps time, it's tough to get out front. So in the 3 races we run, we've got 2 seconds in a third, which, I mean, by all means, it's not bad, but we're a little disappointed we haven't made it back to victory lane yet in 2012.
Now, when you factor in how tough it is to qualify for the Autumn Colors Classic and the type of talent that shows up on Thanksgiving weekend, what's your opinion on the role that the Chase for the Colors plays?
This is going to be huge this year. Huge. I mean, we started 13th last year. Look what we had to get through. I mean, due to the adversity of the other guys that we were running against, it helped us out considerably. But if I'd had to pass all those cars on the track, I don't know if the results would have been the same. So to be able to start out front, I don't know that you can put a value on how good that's going to help them at the end of the year. So.
Now, I see a lot of guys bolting on fresh rubber. How important is that to get to the front of the field? How crucial are fresh tires?
For the 75 laps, it's going to be absolutely paramount. For the heat races, this track is very, very slick, and I've found just through experience here that during the day when the sun is on the track, it becomes extremely greasy. So the new tires sometimes can almost hurt a little bit in the heat races unless you're spot on with your setup. A lot of the fresher oils in combination with the greasy on the track is you slip and slide. So it's tough to make an adjustment on the car during the day when the sun's out because you're sliding around. If you walk through the pits, talk to the guys, that's been a common sentiment I've heard all morning long. It's kind of like, well, what are you running? What are you running? The lap times are off. Consider, you know, we'll be running later in the day. The sun will be coming down. It'll be a lot cooler, and it's going to change things considerably. So new tires to the feature are going to change things a lot.
Now, I know fans and competitors alike, everyone's going to be keeping an eye on this 22 car through the qualifiers. Why don't you go ahead and thank some people for me?
First and foremost, Earl Ireland, we work together a lot. I appreciate all the help that he's given me, and we work on the cars there, so that's great. Thank you, EarlIreland.ca. Dan McCaddy's a big help. I've been to McCall race cars a few times now. Mike, he knows his stuff. There's no question. I appreciate all the help he's given me. ISL Insurance, Kawartha Metals, all the guys that have been with me for a long, long time. Some of the guys, they don't even want their name on the car. They just like being a part of the show and have something to talk about when after the races are done. So I appreciate all the help from everybody. Dent Dynamics, check us out, dentdynamics.ca.
Chris, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck this afternoon.
Thanks, Spence. Appreciate it. Good to talk to you.